ActivInspire has the resources teachers need to engage students in learning. Before you make a new flip chart though, check out your resources. You may be able to recycle flip charts. Here are some steps for helping you go green. First, you can identify files that you have already on the T drive. I found sorting shapes, and the other one I found was shape recognition. These two flip charts have activities that the students can do to help them recognize and identify shapes and shapes within real objects. Another place you can go to find out or find flip charts that might be helpful is on Promethean Planet. I would type in www.prometheanplanet.com, and then here, once I've logged in, I would type three-dimensional shapes and then search. I could advance this search and ask for flip charts that are only appropriate for kindergarten, since that's the age level I'm looking to work with. But I happened to go on this earlier and I found this flip chart right here. It's called Who Am I? Three-dimensional shapes. You were able to preview it and see if there's any kind of flip chart or activity that you would want to use with your students. I found that this was very appropriate, so I am going to download it. So I'm going to go back and download. When I click download, it's going to ask me where I want to download this, and I'm going to save it on our T drive under Teachers, Kindergarten, and in our active board file. There we go. Now I'm going to close it, because what I want to do is go back over here and open it up in my ActivInspire program. Now, I have 3 different flip charts that I can use that will be helpful for my lessons, my unit on 2-dimensional shapes and 3-dimensional shapes. So I'm going to try and create one big flip chart from all of these. And instead of making one from scratch, I'm going to take the best resources and activities from these 3 and make one that is appropriate and meets our standards. I believe this one was called Guess Who? There we go. Now I'm going to begin with sorting 2-dimensional shapes, because that is at the beginning of our lesson. Okay, I've got an untitled one open here, which I'm going to use to put all of the resources I want. I'm going to go over here to my page browser and click on it, and down here it's now going to show me pictures of all the pages of the flip chart. This is the title page. This is sorting circles and squares, and this one sorts triangles and rectangles. I like this. I like the fact that they're able to tell the difference, and then we can also have an open discussion about them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, I'm going to right click, and this menu is going to come up, and I'm going to copy, just like you do in a Word document. It's not much different. And then on here, I'm going to paste. And there it is. And you can see down here in the page browser, I've added that page. Now I'm going to go back to sorting shapes, and I'm going to copy and paste this one the same way. Right click, copy, back to untitled, down here in the page browser, paste. This blank page I'm going to turn into a title page eventually, but first I want to look and see what other good stuff I can find. Under shape recognition, it says you're looking at ordinary everyday objects and you have to decide what shape they seem to be in. I like this, and I don't think I need every single page, so I'm just going to choose a few. I'm looking through this. There we go. I think I'm going to choose 2, just so one day when we have our discussion about ordinary objects, then everyday objects, then we can do this. Right click, copy, turn back to Untitled, go down to the page browser, right click, paste. There we go. Back over here to shape recognition. I like this one too, the hamburger one. I'm going to right click, copy, go back to Untitled, right click, paste. I have a few things here now in Untitled, and I would like to save it so I don't lose what I've been doing. So I'm going to go up here to File, Save, and it's going to give me an option of where I want to save it. I'm going to save this on a personal, on my H drive. You can save it in your own or put it on the T drive for all of us to share. And I'm going to name this 2D and 3D shapes. And I have a feeling actually that I can't use these characters. And I'm saving. Here we go. I'm going to save. And there we go. Here's my new title up here at the top. I've taken something from here. I'm done with it. I'm actually going to close out of these two just so I can consolidate and not have a lot on my ActivInspire desktop. Now I'm going to look at Guess Who. This is when I'm ready to start introducing my three-dimensional shapes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through this, which I've already done, and I like how it's a riddle and we have to decide what they're talking about. And it is actually revealed in here when you move that out of the way. So when they take a guess. And for our standards, our students need to know a cube and a sphere. Now this one I do have to fix the writing here, but this talks about a sphere. Just to double check, there we go. So I am going to copy this page, right click, copy, go to 2D and 3D, and paste. And I know I need to have the other one as well. Oops. Go back to Guess Who. I believe this one is our cube. Yes, it is. So I'm going to right click, copy, go to 2D, 3D, right click, paste. And I added that. And then I actually want to add a couple more just so we can challenge them and have some of my students go to the exceeds. So what I was choosing was, I have a circle on my top and at my bottom my sides are round. You may find your favorite drink in me. Who am I? A cylinder is one that we're talking about. So I would like to copy that, go to 2D and 3D and paste. And then I'm going to go to one more. Oh, that's it. Well, let me save this. And then go back to Guess Who. And this is the other one. I have a circle from a bottom, then go straight up. Then I'm going to use this too. Copy, go to 2D, 3D, and paste. There we go. And this one I don't need, so guess what? Right click, delete. So I've got this. Now I'm ready to take away Guess Who, because I got the 4 three-dimensional shapes I wanted to use. And I'm going to save this, my brand new one, flip chart that I'm going to use for my unit, and I am now going to work with it. In a matter of 5-6 minutes, I created a flip chart for my unit on 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional shapes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flip charts. And I didn't have to create it and search for all of those pictures. And so now I can go back into it and work on editing it. And that would be our next session.